Welcome, your war chief is back with another epic video. Hi, my name's PBG, but you lovely people are more than welcome to call me Peebs. Today, we are going to be looking at an overview of 9.05 and if it's worth it for you to come back to Warcraft. Now, if you like news like this, or deep dives, or lore, or nerdy shit, well, you're in the right spot. Hit that subscribe button, cause, well, we tend to do nerdy pretty well. Alright, so if you want to know if it's worth it to come back to Warcraft right now, stick around. We're jumping into it right now. So do you remember the promise they made for Valor Points? Way back when? They're here! Yes! So simply put, players will have a soft cap and a hard cap. You start out with a maximum of 5k Valor Points that you can earn in a week, and every week that number goes up by 750. Now, the soft cap is you can only hold 1500 at one time, so girl, you gotta go back and upgrade your gear. That's the idea. Now, here's the kicker. All of that gear that you got before 9.05 from Mythics, nope, you can't upgrade it. So it's all your new gear that you gain. But after that, you're set to go. Now don't forget, you also need those achievements from the Mythic dungeons to get your gear from 200 to 207, 213, and well, 220. So honestly, there's a solid reason to be doing Mythics right now. And it breathes new life into Mythics. So if you are really into pushing Mythics, or you're like me who is just, man, it's not my thing, okay? I'm gonna admit that. It's a good time to try it. It's a good time to play it. It's a good way to gear. Not that it wasn't before, it's now just better. Alright, so I'm gonna be very honest. There is a shit ton of Covenant changes, and I am not gonna go through them all. No. Almost every class got some kind of adjustment to a Covenant power, so I'm assuming that there was a lot of disbalance. I'm not the player that cares. Okay, to be perfectly honest, I chose my Covenant because it's pretty. Some people will sit there and go, Peeps, I'm done, unsubscribe. And that's okay, everyone plays WoW in their own way. Caring what Covenant I chose ain't one of them. And I really wanted a Vampire Edgelord Panda. Either way, a lot of the changes are to benefit the player, with the exception of Demon Hunters. A lot of the Covenant abilities got a little bit of a nerf. And for some reason, Fire Mage got a buff out of the Venthyr. I mean, thanks. I don't think we needed it, but I'll take it. When it comes to classes, there were some minor changes, but the class that won big was DPS Shamans. Buffs all around except for Resto. So I'm assuming our Shamans were not having a good time if you were the ouchie Shaman. So girl, if you play Shaman, now's the time to jump back on it. Unless you're Resto. Shit hasn't changed. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of hoping for a solid Assassination Rogue buff. While I don't personally play an Assassination Rogue, a lot of my friends and buddies do, and they are upset with the state that it's in. So, really sorry about your luck, but you know, I got a buff. Listen, I'm just kidding. I know it can be really frustrating when you play one certain class that you really enjoy, and it's in a rough spot. So, all jokes aside, I really hope it gets better for you. Now, other than that, this patch includes a shit ton of bug fixes. A lot. Like, a lot. And that's it. There's no big story bits. There's no dungeons. There's no... I mean, the Valor was big, which it is big. It is massive. So that's great. Now, before jumping into my conclusion here, I'm going to go on a limb. Stay with me. I think raiding should jump on that Valor Point system. The ability to control gear is huge. And I mean, it is changing this RNG system that has been frustrating players for... I've been playing a game for a decade, so a decade? They can also work it out in a way that you need certain achievement to bring your gear up to a certain eye level, a lot like Mythics, which I think was genius, to be perfectly honest. if it was me, and let's be real here, I'm no professional by any definition, I would keep rings, trinkets, and weapons in the actual raids, just because it's something fun that you want to drop. And mounts. Lots of mounts. But I think having each boss drop, even if it's a small amount of valor, is huge. Money, honey. I mean, it worked for Lich King. Alright, so let's get back to the big question. Is 9.05 worth coming back to Warcraft? No. Let's be real for 8 seconds. If you left Warcraft because you don't like Shadowlands, you don't like the lore, or you just ran out of shit to do and you're like, I'll wait for 9 point something. 9.05 isn't going to give you what you're looking for. It's not. It's quality of life, for the most part. I mean, unless you're a shaman, then please come back. You're in a great spot right now. But the reality is, this patch isn't for you. You're looking for 9.1. Now, I'm in the group of players that still kind of find it a little overwhelming for all the shit that I have to do, / want to do, / I'm still, the content. So to me, 9.05 is quality of life. Yay, thank you. Appreciate the buff. So deep down, this question is for you. If you're not playing Warcraft right now, why? If it's anything I mentioned before, you might need a longer break. And that's okay, it happens. If you're like me and you just want to keep going, or you're really enjoying the amount of content, well, you're in the right spot. Kick some butt in Azeroth. Not really in Azeroth, in like the Azeroth of the dead, Shadowlands. Anyway, what do you guys think? Are you guys excited for 9.05? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you liked this video, give me a big old thumbs up. If you didn't, well, cool. Be honest with me. I'm a big girl. I can handle it. Bonus points if you tell me why you didn't like it. Feedback is the best way that I can improve. If you like lore, you like nerdy stuff, you like Warcraft, Dungeons and Dragons, I don't know, me, hit that subscribe button. And while you're down there, ring that bell. That way you'll get notifications for all my upcoming videos. And yes, that notification bell will go off on Wednesdays, where we are right here playing Warcraft. It's a fun little ditty stream. I really enjoy it. And listen, it's everything you'd expect from me. For real. Everything. All of my socials, you name it, is in the description box. So I'm easy to find. I've got Discord, Twitter, Twitch, everywhere. And if you made it this far, I'm going to leave my last video up. I don't remember which corner it is. I think it's this one. A corner. I'm going to leave my last video there. And I'm promising you, it is not a clickbait title. Promise. If you are a fan of Warcraft, truly, you need to read Exploring Azeroth, Eastern Kingdoms. Period. It's fantastic. And I go over why. I even go a little ham on one subject, which I will admit, but it's worth it. Alright, well, thanks again for stopping in. I love you very much, and I can't wait to see you guys again on the next one. Have a legendary day. Bye! Listen, I'm all for upgrading this gear shit. Truly. And honestly, to me, it fixes all the problems. Well, I mean, I'm sure somebody will find something to bitch about, but most of the problems. So I think we're going to see this for raids.